Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin, and this is your card and your message of the day. Alright, so this is a universal angel numerology number 2 day, and I'll get to that in a minute. My isms is: the world is not broken. I am perfectly lined up. This is what you say to yourself. It's not what you show, it's how you show up. And we're showing up. Bright, we're showing up. Clear, we're showing up. Joyful, we're showing up. Loving, that's how we are showing up. And all with integrity. Credit where credit's due. I'm using the Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. These illustrations are by Jennifer Hawkyard. And the card of the day for this week is the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle by Radley Valentine with illustrations by Echo Chernick. I have got Guru Ram Dass has been with us all week, showing us that there is miracles everywhere. We just have to be willing and open to find them, willing and open to believe in them, and willing and open to give gratitude for the miracles that we have already received, including ourselves, because we're one. All right, so I said I would get into the universal number 2, and then we'll see how all this plays out with our card of the day. When we get to a number 2 day, it's about invoking the divine feminine. It's also about watching the thoughts that don't serve us, having faith, and challenging any perception that is contrary to the feeling of belief, that feeling of contentedness, that feeling of joy. All of that is connected to number 2. Basically, having a lot of universal faith. If we're not following our life path this week, particularly because it's coming up on a new moon tomorrow, the 10th of March, 2024, we will be jerked back and pushed up onto our life path. So this week alone, it's been about removing toxic things, toxic thoughts, toxic energy. So this number 2 is invoke the divine feminine and use faith to balance out where you don't feel love, where you're not experiencing joy, and where there is no contentment. All right, let's get on with our card and pick our card of the day and go a bit further. Thank you, Gertrude. She says you're welcome. And now we're sitting in front of a big old slice of carrot cake. Is that what you got in front of you? She says yes. Oh, and she has a milkshake. She's just enjoying. What she's saying is just indulge in all good thoughts and all good feelings. Have a good time. Now she's leaning back in her chair, laughing her head off. And Beatrice is standing by. I'm not going to use that card. Let's go a bit further. With her words of wisdom, she's saying, keep going with the shuffle. She's not done. And now she put her hand up, so I've got to stop. All right. Top card, yes. Look at this. Deeper insights are at hand. Kind of goes along with that. What's your perceptions? What's your negative thoughts? What's your negative feelings? And diving deeper. Let's see, what can we think about this? It's Archangel Michael who's riding this horse with the halo, which really talks about your thoughts. This halo on the horse's head is sort of like saying, get your thoughts more on the lofty way of being. Your overall plan is good, and the details need some work. This is a day of reflection before moving forward. I'm not clear on how and where this applies. It's a number 8, which with a number 2 day, deeper insights. I'm asking these two energies, what deeper insights is it? If we're in a number 2 day, okay. Because there is so much information and misinformation that is coming through everywhere. We have to draw within, which is what we were talking about in January and February, to go inward to our inner being, our intuition, and work out how we can benefit from all that's going on. So when it comes to deeper insights, particularly when Guru Ram Dass is talking about looking at miraculous ways of being, removing toxic energy. So going behind the scenes, if you will, of whatever life plan you're on. So let's just say you've taken a wander off your life purpose, and universe is showing you a new way of going, and you're deciding to take that. In other words, you're about to turn the corner on something that perhaps you've been missing. So it isn't that your current plan isn't good. I think the deeper insight is about confidence, self-confidence, self-worth, worthiness, deservedness. I feel like that's the elements that you're playing with, which leads us to decide that the plan we have, whatever that plan is, life plan, relationship plan, house plan, might need a little bit of thought or rethinking or reworking. You know, it's a bit like anyone who creates a piece of art. There's always tinkering and tweaking that we can do to it. And I feel like today might be a day of tinkering and tweaking some things to shine them up a little bit more. I'm always really feel a little bit indifferent about when we're asking for deeper insights, when we're looking at the plan and seeing if it's right on track, because it sort of leads me down the road of second guessing. And I want to say that I don't think it's a problem to second guess or to take another look, providing it doesn't rob you of the desire that you have, providing it doesn't cause you to go into this place of I'm just going to give up, because that's not really what this card is saying. The energy feels as though there could be some roadblocks in your path. There could be some stalling going on. It could simply be that you're waiting for somebody to say yes to you, or you're waiting for a project to come to fruition and someone else is holding up the process. This is how you get to tinkering, tweaking. The universe is saying if that's going on, if you've got some pausing and some stalling going on, keep going, keep the faith, keep working forward, but also bear in mind that somehow, some way, you might have to find an alternate route. It may be that the roadblock came up because you're supposed to see something else. The divine wants you to have a life of joy, a life of possibilities. The divine does not want to keep presenting you with problem after problem after problem. The problems come up to show us how far we've come, not to keep us stuck, and help us see that we've got the power to create the solution. The divine wants us to live in that joy. It's possible that whatever joy you're thinking of or whatever joy you're in is not quite the right one. Or it could be more that's available and your plans need to change for you to get there. So how do you do all of this? How do you, well, am I on the right path? Am I not on the right? I'm always asking that question. If I'm not on the right path with this, if I'm not on the right go round with this, show me signs, give me a direction, and let me see quickly and unequivocally which way I need to go. Having said that, this could be where you've been. This could be the question you've asked yourself. If you've asked that question about, am I on the right path? Am I going in the right direction? Are these people the right people to work with? Is this lease the right lease to do? And if you've got some kind of churning going on in your gut, which interestingly enough, yesterday, I told you the night before I was having some stomach issues. Oh, and by the way, thank you to all of you that wrote to me, put comments in there. It's fine. I didn't have any further issues other than a tender tummy yesterday. That was it. But what it was serving up to me in a spiritual level was the solar plexus is our power. That's where we have all of our epiphanies, all of our ideas. And interestingly enough, Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel were the angels that came yesterday. When something isn't feeling right in your gut, when your gut feeling is off, you've made a decision or you've been in a situation that is not the greatest. And I had been. And I had been toying with something that I was thinking, oh, you know what? This is probably how this goes, or how this is. It'll be okay. It's going to be just fine. And I don't think it is. And I don't think it was. And that was my spiritual indication that we are going to show you that this is what you are contemplating and what you are thinking and what you're trying to work with is painful. And you're not exercising the right power. That's kind of, to me, intuitively, what that let me understand. Today I'm fine. Yesterday afternoon I was fine. I just rested and meditated and gave thanks that I got that message. Boy, did I ever get that message. So where am I going with this? Keep the faith. How do I explain where it is that we can choose the right path, see the right path? It comes with the feeling. So every desire that we have, like, oh, I think this might be a good idea, this might be great, then comes up with a feeling. And what I'm saying to you for today, and particularly on this new moon that happens tomorrow, there's a shift. You might have felt it. I've been reading a lot of Diana Cooper talking about this new golden age that's coming. We're starting to see that. You know how when you look out on the horizon, the sun is either coming up or it's about to drop down. There's that gorgeous golden haze. That's what we're beginning to see with our feelings, with people turning more towards helping each other and seeing that these people need some help, and all that lot over there are not bothering to show them. I know myself, I'm aghast at, wow, you know, there's a lot of people that need a lot of help and no one's helping them. Those kind of thoughts, that's a rise. It's a rising up. In order to rise up and make all that happen, stuff has to be let go of, has to be purged. And I want to say that today I'm asking Beatrice, what's the deeper insight that's at hand? And what she's telling me is, make sure the plan and the path that you're on, that is worthy of you, not that you're worthy of it. Is the plan, the people, the situation, the story, the business, the whatever that is that you're looking to work on, is it worthy of you? Is it deserving of you? Are they worthy of you? Are they deserving of you? Should you be doing something else that is more in alignment with what you came to do? You know, our life purpose was set out for us before we got here. That's what I believe. You believe whatever you want to believe, but that's kind of in a way how I've looked at my own journey of life. How did I get from, you know, being not a very good student in the classroom because I absolutely hated grade school. It was not something I was going to do, to landing in a career that I'm still doing, from a little boy right up to now. I never thought that was even on my wheelhouse. Then to expanding that into the spiritual teaching and the spiritual work. So then I look at, this is the path. This was what was shown. This was what was given. Anytime I've veered off of it, and I've somehow made my way back to it. And it seems like every decade there's a return to it. I feel like now we're at a point in our culture that we're globalizing. This is why so many people are deciding, we're going to go live here, we're going to go live there. And they're defying the construct or the barriers that countries have set up. People are just landing where they want to land and starting their own land, starting their own whatever. And in groups, spiritual groups. It's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. So I'm getting off track, I know. Beatrice is saying, no, keep going. This is a conversation that needs to be had. Today, a 2-day, look at where you are and see that the best possible outcome that you could make, the best benevolent outcome, ask for that. And then let that go. The minute we let the balloon of thoughts and desire go in a positive way, we can sit back and let it all come. The more we sit in this turmoil of, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? The more that gets churned up. And I don't want to say any more about it. That's it. Okay, my friends, until tomorrow, big love. Thanks so much for all your support. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.